Hey, all, and welcome to this week's episode of the Mike Muldoon podcast. As always, appreciate you joining me. Really appreciate your support. Make sure we're hitting that like button down there on the wherever you listen to me, Apple, Spotify, or your favorite podcast channels. Share it with your friends. Here we go. We are getting closer to episode 100 and getting excited about that. That'll be in a couple of weeks. So thanks again. Anyway, as always, I like to keep this short, direct, to the point for you because I know you're all busy people. Man, it is crazy out there right now. And today I want to talk about, just this world we're living in right now where, change is the only constant, and just navigating, so many life transitions right now can be super hard and daunting for many people. Life transitions, they can hit us many ways. I don't know, maybe you had to relocate, right? You had to move to a new city or a country for a career opportunity or response to sort of economic pressures, or, maybe you just relocated to a new town and you got to, integrate yourself into the community, or maybe, a transition comes from a family dynamic, adjusting to changes such as a marriage or a divorce, or maybe in addition to a new family member, and, balancing your personal and, your family needs, or maybe of health challenges, managing the emotional and practical aspects of a sudden illness or disability. Maybe you're retired. Maybe you got there, but now you're transitioning from full-time career to retirement, and, it's finding new purposes and managing, financial security in a fluctuating economy, so to speak. But I think what we're seeing more and more every day, it's just on the news, it's on the LinkedIn, it's everywhere you're looking. It's just, daily mass layoffs. So for many people, life transitions are coming in the form of career change. Now it's about adapting to, new industries, or how do you handle a layoff, or learning new skills to sort of stay relevant in, a rapidly changing job market, right? So it's just crazy because that's, where we're at right now, especially in that world. I mean, there's so many economic shifts and layoffs that have spiked so much anxiety in people about their future. I'm speaking from personal experience. Not long ago, I was unexpectedly laid off despite reassurances of job security only a few weeks prior. Prior to me starting my new job, I spent 4 months in a hospital every day with my father, who, was passing away, who had cancer. And, and I was going through that. So for the last 8-9 months for me, it's been a struggle, dealing with a lot of this stuff, but it's important to just, understand how to master these transitions and really don't let them eat you alive. So anyway, I just want to, today I want to just share some insights on, how I do it and how you can, navigate these life transitions amid so much unpredictability. It was recently, I was overseas. I was in the UK. So I was sitting in England one night at a pub. I'm at a pub, and there was 4 of us there, and 3 out of 4 of us had actually just been made, as the Brits like to say, redundant. So, I mean, it's running rampant. Like I said, every day, I'm looking at the LinkedIn. I'm following up my friends. I'm checking in with people. I'm checking in with employees who worked underneath me. I want to make sure everybody's doing okay, the ones I can get in touch with. But it's tough, and there's a lot of fear out there. So let's just talk about, how do you manage to move forward? So let's really talk about this today. And I think the first thing when you're dealing with life transitions is you have to embrace the change, and you got to do it with something I've talked about a lot in the past: resilience. I mean, transitioning through, these life phases, and especially I said like a career change right now, or, an uncertain job market, in these times of uncertainty, I mean, this demands absolute resilience. It's a quality. It's just not beneficial, but it's essential for navigating any kind of change. I mean, building resilience is about more than just enduring, all right? You're not here to endure it. It's about how you engage with that change. Accepting that change it's part of life. But the good thing is it allows us to focus on how we want to react to it, right? We can't control what happens to us. We can choose how we react to it. Right? We've all heard that before. And this reaction, it's crucial because it determines whether change will be a catalyst for growth or a hurdle. So by embracing this change, right, you're going to shift your perspective to see opportunities for personal development and new possibilities rather than just obstacles, right? Because obstacles are really what you see when you take your eyes off the goal, which is something we're going to talk about in a few minutes about having a vision, right? So, this approach about really embracing this change is not only going to propel us forward, but it also builds our capacity to handle future changes. Because again, what is the constant? Change. And if you build resilience now, you're going to handle that more effectively in the future. It's going to foster a cycle of continuous personal growth and resilience. So we need to do it. We need to build resilience. And again, that comes with accepting the change is inevitable and understanding that our reaction to the change, it's either going to propel us forward or it's going to hold us back. So some of the keys right now to really dealing with life transitions are, and for some of you right now, it might just be, let's seek some support. Okay. So whether it's like you want to seek professional advice from maybe a coach or a counselor, obviously you can always reach out to me, but maybe it's just emotional support from friends and family. Don't keep it in, right? Have yourself a robust support system. It's invaluable during these transitions. And, try to, again, like I always talk about, a lot of my previous casts is, surround yourself with good people, right? People who are going to keep you motivated, energized, who are going to make you feel good about yourself, not make you feel bad about yourself. Like, oh, well, that sucks. You lost that job. Oh, that was a really good job. Oh man, too bad you're not there. Don't be around people who are going to make you feel bad about yourself. Find a really good support system. After that, you got to start planning, but be mindful about your planning, right? Start visualizing, where do you want to be after this transition? Planning is not only give you a sense of direction, but it's also going to help you mitigate the fear that is associated with all this unknown going on right now. Continue to learn. And maybe it's, it's easy to say, learn, keep educating yourself, find yourself more marketable skills. That's something everybody's always saying, go find more marketable skills. And that's great. It should. But you know what? Keep continuous learning by learning about you. Do some work on yourself. See, the best thing you can really do is work on you and be the best person that you can be, because not only will you radiate to the world, but you will radiate to other people. And that might open up some opportunities for you as you, again, navigate this job market, right? See, the thing is, there's so many of these jobs out there and, that they can be taught, right? They can be taught. So yeah, it'd be great if you had the skill to do it. But here's the thing. If you're somebody that people, they like and he's comfortable or she's comfortable or they're comfortable in themselves and, got a general overall good demeanor and obviously have some understanding of what the job entails, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be a pretty good candidate for it. So, again, continuous learning is great. Acquiring new skills is great. But I'd also say continually learning about you, become a better you. And that also means take care of yourself. We often neglect ourselves. Maintain your physical and mental health. Again, working on you. This is crucial. Maybe you just start a regular exercise or a balanced diet. Maybe it's a great time. You're going to have the time. Work on maybe some mindful practices. Maybe you're going to meditate. These can all enhance your ability to cope with stress. We all have ways to cope with it. One of the ways you want to do it is more of a wellness and self-care path and not as so much as a destructive self-medicating path, right? And, reflect. Take an opportunity, give yourself permission to reflect on your experiences, but be flexible about them, right? Adjusting your approach as you learn what works is going to be best for you on this journey. So again, look at where you are, look at where you're trying to go, and be willing to adjust that, right? Because again, these transitions that we're all going through, even though they're driven by unpleasant circumstances, again, like layoffs, they can open doors to new opportunities. They can be the push needed to reconsider what's truly important or to pivot towards a path that aligns more closely with your personal values and aspirations. I've said it 100 times. I'm going to say it again, and you're going to probably hear me say it 100 more times. You follow my podcast. Nothing good comes when we're comfortable, because when we're comfortable, we are complacent. You hear me? When we're comfortable, we're not being pushed. We're not thrown into a corner. We get very complacent. We just kind of fall into the doldrums of things, and we think it's great because it's consistent, but it's not challenging us sometimes. So sometimes life is going to grab you and it's going to throw you into a tailspin, and it's going to force you to adjust. And a lot of times you come out better for it. Now, I have been thrown into so many tailwinds and it's frustrating, but I can tell you each time I've come out better for it. And you will too. Just keep the right attitude. Keep working on you. Embrace the change. Figure out ways to use your time efficiently. The thing about, navigating life's transitions amidst all this uncertainty, it's just really about adopting a proactive approach to change. Being prepared to handle new challenges and viewing each transition as sort of a stepping stone to a better understanding of yourself and your goals. And by embracing change, you're going to find that stability and success in the new path that you choose. choose. All right. So I know there's a lot of uncertainty going out there. I know there's a lot of fear going on out there. Trust yourself. You are worth it. You are capable. And just see this as an opportunity to work on you. Look, the time during the day is going to pass whether you want it to or not. Right? So you can either spend it in chaos or you can spend it on you, working on you, doing things for you. And again, seek the support system if you have to, talk to somebody if you have to, find something that maybe keeps your mind off things for a little bit. You probably all don't know this. I'm a closeted writer. I'm actually a pretty good writer. I'm a closeted writer. Well, my friends who know me know that I'm not, but from my entertainment background, I still do some writing. And because of the free time that I've had and keeping myself sane, I've gone back and done quite a bit of writing. So, maybe you just find yourself a little something to pass the time instead of worrying all day long about looking at your mailbox. But look, it's really important to navigate these transitions and really embrace them because, again, as we've talked about, the one constant in life is going to be change. And the more resilience you build towards it, the better you are to handle it in the future. All right, everybody. Well, listen, thank you so much again for tuning in with me. I wish you the best. You can always look me up, MikeMuldoonLC.com. Check me out. If anybody really needs help, if you're worried about somebody, please have them contact me. Listen, we can just have a little phone call, a little chat, something. I like working with people. I like helping people. It won't cost them anything. So, well, please do that. If you're somebody who just needs to, talk to somebody, feel free to reach out to me. All right. As always, I appreciate you being here and I've got nothing but love for you.